is episode number 49 of Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse. In today's episode, we will be talking about Centertown Market at Walt Disney World in Caribbean Beach, and we will be focusing on eating healthier at Walt Disney World.
Everything Disney in and out of the house. Two grown-ups and a mouse.
Hi there, I'm AJ.
I'm Andrew.
And you are listening to Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse.
The podcast.
The podcast, or the video cast if you're watching us on YouTube.
That's right.
Then you're watching us. Thank you for joining us. You can find us at Two Grown-Ups and a Mouse everywhere, social media, or our website, twogrownupsandamouse.com. Find us, listen, subscribe, follow, like, rate, review. Let's get into it.
All right, let's go.
I think I covered everything there.
There you go.
So we mentioned in last week's episode or the week before that we did get a request for eating healthier at Walt Disney World. Mm-hmm. So we are reviewing the Centertown Market at Walt Disney World's Caribbean Beach Resort. However, we will try to focus on healthier eating.
Right.
We were there this past weekend.
That's right.
Actually, we were just there with our friends Claire and Graham, who are visiting from Basildon, Essex, England. Did I say it right?
No, it's Basiltown.
No, it's Basildon. I was calling it Basildon, probably because of Basiltown. I was calling it Basildon, and she said, it's not Basildon, it's Basildon. So hopefully I am not messing it up. Hopefully it is Basildon. And we went all over the place, but one of the places we went was Caribbean Beach. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of places to eat in Caribbean Beach, actually. It's a moderate resort. It's actually a really nice resort. We've stayed there before. We've had some good experiences there. Mm-hmm. We already reviewed Sebastian's Bistro, but Andrew, you said that they revamped that menu already?
Well, there's a few changes on it, so yeah. Yeah, the dish you ordered is no longer on the menu.
Did they make the dishes more American?
It looks that way.
Maybe
more
it was,
American sounding.
Yeah, maybe it was too ethnic cuisine for people that were traveling there. They needed something a little more subtle.
Perhaps.
You know, it's funny because sometimes it's just the way they describe it. People will eat it if it's described in a more simplistic way.
Yeah, probably.
So, but we did review that already, and if they change the menu, then maybe we'll go back sooner rather than later.
Sure.
There's Banana Cabana.
Right.
Which is outside dining. Did we eat there or at Spyglass Grill?
I think it was Banana Cabana.
Yeah.
Because I think that's basically the pool bar.
Right next to Sebastian's, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
There's Spyglass Grill. And of course, I believe all of the Disney resorts have Disney Resorts pizza delivery, mm-hmm. which we never tried that.
No.
It's a little more difficult to have Papa John's or pizza, any of the pizza places deliver there. They want to keep everybody secure and safe, so they do offer pizza delivery from their own company.
If you order from outside of, so if you order from Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's,
right.
If you order any food from a third party, you have to meet them at the main lobby.
Right.
So, and at any resort, so you can't get them to come directly to your hotel room. So
today's episode is about Centertown Market, which mm-hmm. is the last one, and there's Centertown Market and Centertown Market Grab and Go, where the items are already prepared, or you can go in and grab a drink, you can go in and grab some fruit, you can go in mm-hmm. and grab a little bit of everything. I believe they also had alcohol in there.
Yep.
But we are going to focus on Centertown Market.
Sure.
They do serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, mm-hmm. and they are located at the front of the main check-in building, which is Port Royal. So it's pretty convenient to get to.
Yep.
I mean, parking, there's not a lot of parking at that building. I guess they want people to either walk there or use the Disney transportation to get there.
There's some on the other side that we didn't really go into, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit there. So.
Yeah, where we parked in the very front, it didn't seem like a lot of parking. But they do have the buses mm-hmm. inside of the resort. And they're adding a gondola stop at Caribbean. So it's going to be even easier to get to.
That's right.
Once that system is up and running, if you are riding, they call it the gondolas on those flying things, whatever the overhead, transportation thingies are, there is going to be a stop there. So it'll be a little bit easier to get to because you can just stop there. They do accept, it says some dining plans, with my air quotes, some dining plans. Really, I think the only dining plan is any of the Disney dining plans. That's what they mean by some dining plans.
Yeah.
Because they don't accept Tables in Wonderland, and they do not accept pass holder discounts.
Right. And it is a quick service.
Right. But it's only $1 sign, so the main courses are $15 or less per entree.
Mm-hmm.
So not horrible.
Right.
We ended up spending under $30 for the two of us, but I got a kid's meal, which we'll get to in a second. We said we went with Graham and Claire, and Claire has become vegetarian. She's been vegetarian for 7 months, give or take. Mm-hmm. She is not vegan though, so she will eat eggs and she will eat milk products, so she'll eat cheese.
Right.
So when I'm talking about items that are vegetarian, I am not necessarily saying they are vegan. So if you are a vegan, you will want to really closely look at the menu to see if it is what you can eat.
Right.
But they can definitely accommodate you, because I modified my meal, and most of the meals that they offer can easily be modified.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't modify your meal. You got a pretty simple one.
Yep.
If you're vegetarian, some of the options that I saw are salads. Andrew's scrolling through the menu.
Right.
Did you see that? Okay. They have a romaine salad, which is just romaine and croutons tossed in a green goddess dressing, or they have a spinach and kale salad, which is spinach, kale, tomato, avocado, and pickled onions tossed in an herb vinaigrette dressing. So those are both, well, I don't know if the green goddess is vegan, but the other one is definitely vegan. Both vegetarian. They have a curried garbanzo salad sandwich under their sandwiches,
Right.
which is curried garbanzo salad with chickpeas, vegan mayonnaise, so that's a good indicator.
Right.
Dijon mustard, sweet potatoes, and apples with lettuce and tomato on multigrain bread, served with a choice of plantain and yuca chips, french fries, or fresh fruit. So if you didn't opt for the plantain and yuca chips and you didn't opt for the french fries, if you opted for the fresh fruit, I would think, based on the ingredients, that sounds like one of the more healthy options.
Yeah, probably.
For things on the menu. They also have plant-based tacos and plant-based burgers, which is what our friend got. But I think they might have given her the hoagie, because the hoagie comes with the jackfruit, orange chipotle jackfruit, cabbage slaw, and spicy Carolina-style barbecue sauce on a hoagie roll.
Right.
Whereas the plant-based burger is a grilled plant-based burger with a plant-based cheese, lettuce, and tomato on a brioche bun, served with a side of onion and pickle. So it was like she got a patty, which was a plant-based patty, and then like a jackfruit patty. So that's why I'm not really sure what they gave her. I do know she did have a problem ordering. We ordered separately. It was quick service, so her, Graham and Claire went to one register, Andrew and I went to another register,
Right.
and they started to order before we did, and they didn't finish until after we did, and we were not that quick either, because I wanted something on the side, and the cast member was not able to find the button to say put it on the side, but he was very, very pleasant, and he's like it's not going to be a problem, but just give me a minute. I have to call over another cast member so that they can assist me, because I can't find the button. So he was really nice.
Right.
No issue. She was not having that same experience, because I'm paraphrasing what she was saying, but she's ordering, I want the plant-based burger. Oh, you want the hoagie? No, I didn't say the hoagie. I said I want the plant-based burger.
Right.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying. It's on your menu. Oh, we don't have that. It's on your menu. Something along those lines.
Right.
Like I said, I'm paraphrasing what she told us.
Yeah, it sounds like they basically, instead of putting in plant-based burger, they put in the plant-based hoagie, put it on a hamburger bowl or bun, and
yeah, instead of the woman asking for help, and the way our cast member did. I didn't care that the cast member didn't know where the button was. That happens. It's not that he didn't know. It was the way he handled it, and he handled it very well.
Yep.
Not a problem. He's like, it's not going to be a problem. I just have to call someone over. He called over the manager. The manager was like, not a problem. And when I got the order, it was correct. So they also have for vegetarian items, again, this is definitely not vegan, but this would be vegetarian, grilled cheese or 4-cheese pizza. And the sides they serve are all look vegetarian to me. French fries, Yukon plantain chips, and macaroni and cheese.
Right.
But again, we had the request from our friend Kate, who said, can you do, on healthy eating? And it's really funny because if you're looking for healthy choices, they don't say, this is a healthy choice unless it's a kid's meal. I don't know why they don't do that for the adults as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of disappointing, unless they know that, because they know they don't have an issue serving a kid's meal to an adult. Maybe that's why, I'm not sure. But if you are worried, if you don't mind eating a kid's meal, not all of the kids are healthy choices. However, they do have the Disney check meal, which they indicate with a Mickey face and a little check on it. And out of the kids' meals, they offer 3 kids' meals that are all Disney check meals. One of them is the chicken bowl. One of them is fish tacos. And another one is Chipotle Seitan tacos. Seitan? I got the chicken bowl, which is supposed to be jerk chicken served over red beans and rice, topped with cilantro lime tofu crema, served with a side of tomato and cucumber salad. But on the board, they show a picture of it and everything is in one bowl because it's a chicken bowl. I think we've discussed before, I'm not crazy about my food touching. So the first thing I said is I didn't want the crema sauce. I didn't know what it was. I didn't need it. It wasn't necessary. I just wanted a bowl of rice, chicken, and beans.
Right.
So I asked for the cucumber and tomato salad to be served separately. Also, Andrew thinks it's because I hate my food touching, but typical tomato and cucumber salads have a vinaigrette or vinegar and sugar. We've made tomato cucumber salad before, so you know what the ingredients are. It's a very runny, liquidy base. So that was the biggest reason. It wasn't that I minded tomatoes or cucumbers being on my meal, but I didn't want my rice to get soggy.
Right.
With vinegar. So I did ask for the tomato and cucumber to be on the side. And I asked for no crema sauce, and they served it like that, no problem. Again, that was on the Disney check meals, but I'm not sure what the calories are or the fat content. But I was really pleasantly surprised by that.
Right. Yeah.
I said that a few times while we were eating. I was like, this is really good. Whatever the spice was on the chicken, it was a little spicy.
Right.
Probably because it's jerk chicken, so it wasn't like a bland grilled chicken. If you're not a fan of spices, you might not like it as much. But I really thought it had a really great flavor, and the tomato and cucumber salad had a nice flavor. And it was also nice because it was only about $8 or $9. It's a kid's meal. And then it came with a drink, so I just got a bottle of water. It was $7.79.
Yep.
It's not a full-size bottle of water because it's kids' water. It's a smaller water, but still. So my entire meal was $7.79.
That's right.
So Andrew got something not as healthy. He got the grilled cheese.
That's right.
How was it?
It was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
It wasn't huge.
No, it wasn't huge. And, but Graham got the same thing, and his looked a lot better. So maybe I just got the one that was made earlier and didn't get picked up, or I don't, sometimes it happens. It tasted fine, but it just didn't look as good as it could.
Right. It wasn't fluffy. No, it wasn't. It wasn't overcooked. It wasn't overly greasy or anything. It just was just, it was bread and cheese, bread and melted cheese on the plate with some French fries.
That's right.
Is what it looked like, and it wasn't like the biggest meal. So if you have a healthy appetite, you might not be full by getting that. But again, the kids' meal that I had was plenty of food. It was a nice sized meal. It's funny because in general, as Americans, and definitely the two of us, you can see, if you're watching us, you can see we're not small people. We've talked about it before. We're not small people. We do eat a lot, but even for someone like me who admittedly has a large appetite, the kids' meal was plenty of food.
Sure.
And I really enjoyed the flavor of it. So in looking at the menu, the healthiest options that we noticed without knowing the nutritional value seemed to be the 2 salads, the kids' meals on the Disney check menu, or even the jerk seasoned chicken is served over rice and beans with green beans. That looks a little healthier of an option to me.
Well, there's a smoked turkey sandwich, which you could probably make pretty healthy. without, it's a typical thing. Don't get it comes with barbecue mayonnaise. Well, you can't have that. The rest is probably pretty good. So,
are the sandwiches? I guess they're served with your choice of sides.
I'm guessing they usually come with the same thing. Well, most of them say they come with fries.
The smoked turkey doesn't say what it comes with.
But it does. Yeah, the smoked turkey does not say.
Right, because there's a cheesesteak you can get, and you get your choice of the plantains and yuca chips, French fries, or fresh fruit. So yes, if you get there's a smoked turkey sandwich, you can get that with fruit. There's a curried garbanzo salad sandwich, which we talked about because of the vegetarian. Same with the plant-based tacos and the grilled cheese we talked about. They also have a traditional Cuban sandwich, chicken breast nuggets, and fish tacos. So not necessarily the most unhealthy. You just have to kind of look and see. And my best piece of advice is don't be scared to modify the menu. Don't be scared to say, or ask them, is this fried? Because if you stay away from the fried foods and you stay away from all the French fries, which are fried foods.
It's just a matter of, they'll basically modify whatever they reasonably can. Right. So,
and a good way to cut on calories, if you go with a gluten-free diet, then you cut out the bread and the carbs, basically. I mean, that's a generalization, but if you say to them you're looking for something gluten-free, you might automatically be cutting some calories out, which is a great way to really watch what you're eating. But they also, in addition to those items, they have some pizza pastas and bowls. They have a lasagna pasticcio with seafood. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Hawaiian pizza. We already mentioned the 4 cheese pizza.
Right.
A lasagna pasticcio with chorizo and ground beef. So you have one option of, if you're pescatarian, they have the seafood, or you could get the ground beef version.
Right.
And they have a pepperoni pizza.
Yep.
They have a bacon cheeseburger, the plant-based burger, and plant-based hoagie that we already mentioned. And the sides are the same. And also for the kids menu that aren't on the Disney check items, there are a cheeseburger, macaroni and cheese, chicken breast nuggets, and grilled cheese sandwich. So there's a lot of variety. And just like we've said on many of our podcasts, you basically can find at least one chicken dish, poultry dish, at least one, at least one beef dish, at least one seafood dish, at least one vegetarian, not necessarily vegan, like with the grilled cheese and the pizza.
Right.
Or pasta. They have at least one of those. But based on the fact that they have the plant-based tacos and the plant-based burger and the plant-based hoagie, I think they really are trying to get more vegetarian options so that more people can enjoy it. Now, you and I looked. It doesn't say that this is the Beyond Burger, though everyone is saying that they believe it's a brand name, Beyond Burger. Everyone is saying that they believe that's what Disney serves is the Beyond Burger. And if that is the case, we looked it up, and nutritionally, it was a little less fat than a traditional burger, but not really less calories.
No, it's about the same.
I mean, so you're not necessarily going to save any calories, though you will save some fat by ordering the plant-based burger.
Right.
Just be aware of that. But what's also nice, they do have desserts that you can order right there. A Mickey cupcake, a mini cupcake, a chocolate cream tart, or a tropical tart. And they have the bakery local, so you can get a chocolate brownie, a blueberry muffin, a chocolate chip muffin, cinnamon bun, chocolate croissant, or a croissant. And what's also really nice is we said that we're really talking about the Centertown Market and not the Centertown Market grab and go, but they're right next to each other. If you're walking into the lobby of the resort and you go to the right, the Centertown Market, and the grab and go is right at the front of Centertown Market.
Right.
It's right there. So you don't have to go all the way into the back. You can just go right in, go into the grab and go, pay for your stuff and leave. Yep. Or you can go to your left and they have the menu up there and you can order. They give you a buzzer. You go pick your table. Then the buzzer goes off and you go up to the pickup window and you pick up your food.
Right.
So it is very convenient, both options. Or let's say that they didn't have exactly what you wanted on the make it to order menu. You can go into that grab and go market and you might be able to find something in there.
Yeah, because they had a lot of, they had some sandwiches, both healthy and not as healthy. They had vegan sandwiches, non-vegan sandwich, typical ham and cheese or turkey and cheese. And then
I think they had an extra salad type in there as well.
Right.
And salads,
Right.
Salads can be healthy, or honestly, they can be unhealthy. So you have to be really careful with salads. Don't just presume because it says salad that you're eating healthy. You really have to look at the ingredients. I mean, that's the most important thing. But, and you and I have both said this before, and we'll say it again. Disney is really good about accommodating. So if you find something and you say, I don't want that ingredient, especially when they're making it to order, it should not be an issue. So if you see a salad that looks really great, but they have one or two ingredients that you look at and say, that's going to add a lot of extra or empty calories that you don't want, it shouldn't be an issue for you to get that modified so that you can really watch what you're eating. And I have said before that I enjoy getting the kids' meals. When we go to Columbia Harbor House, I like the kids' tuna sandwich because it's a smaller sandwich,
Sure.
and it comes with 2 sides of fruit.
That's right.
I get an apples and a grapes in a small sandwich. Plus it comes with a kid's drink, so it's more than enough food. I mean, that's honestly probably the best advice I could give to someone that's looking to really watch what they're eating, because portion control.
Right.
Sometimes adult portions are more food than we need. So either get an adult meal and split it between 2 people, or get a kid's meal. It's less expensive. And they have the Disney check meals. So without having to worry about counting calories, if you see it's Disney check, you know that the Disney health personnel have already looked at that for you and said, we determined this is a healthier option.
Right.
So they have a lot of good options, but we really enjoyed the Centertown Market.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, your grilled cheeses, you said it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. You
No.
would go there again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe try a burger the next time.
Sure.
Or maybe even one of the lasagnas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some of them look good.
and though I would love to try something else, I really like that chicken bowl so much, I would get it again.
Well, that's what you said.
I'm really upset. You didn't use any of your sound effects this time. No, isn't that a wah-wah?
Well, no, I was trying not to, see, so then that's what the cheering is for, because I did it. Except that I didn't.
Wah-wah.
How rude.
I would never.
Mm-hmm.
But on that note, because we were at Disney this weekend, I'm really tired.
Yeah.
We walked around a lot in the sun. If you are going over the summer, make sure to stay hydrated. Actually, when we got to Disney Springs, at the escalator, one of the cast members of security is like, it's going to be hot today. Make sure to stay in the shade. Make sure to drink your water.
That's right.
Right? And I said, I wonder if Disney's having her say that. And you're like, yeah, probably, because it was hot.
Yeah.
And we did stay hydrated. I mean, that wasn't the issue. It was just really, really hot. So be prepared for that. I mean, and we didn't really wait for anything that we didn't have fast passes for.
No.
And we went to Epcot on Sunday,
Yep.
and it was actually kind of empty. There were a few things we didn't really have lines for.
For the summer, it was nicely crowded.
Wasn't not crowded.
Wasn't too busy, wasn't too dead.
Right. But it's pretty hot. So if you are going to the parks or anywhere that you're going to be in the sun, make sure to use your sunscreen and get a lot of
Drink
liquid.
water. Lots of water.
Lots of it, because otherwise you'll just be dying. I mean,
Yep.
I'm just exhausted between the sun and the walking and the more walking.
Mm-hmm.
I walked more on Sunday, I think, than I did all week.
That's possible.
I think I really did.
Yeah.
So on that note, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for rating and reviewing and telling your friends and family and loved ones. If you have a recommendation for a future episode, please share it with us. You can share it on our social media or on our website, whatever's easiest for you. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to try and accommodate. And on that note, I am going to say good night.
Good morning.
Or good afternoon.
Good evening.
Or just goodbye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.